Well, the Ravens, Lamar Jackson didn't get MVP. They got eliminated in the divisional round. And with the Ravens, just some things never change, and that is continuing to beat themselves.
Let's talk football.
All right, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the All Round Sports Podcast, where sports are everything on this channel. I'm your host, Antonio. Today, we are talking about the Baltimore Ravens. After getting eliminated in the divisional round to the Buffalo Bills, which was ultimately the deciding factor of this year's MVP, which was Josh Allen. The Ravens ended up pulling the biggest disappointment of the year because were expected to be back in the AFC title game, but of course it was highlighted by Mark Andrews' drop at the last seconds of that game when they had the 2-point conversion. But the question is around the Ravens, is the Ravens Super Bowl window closed? Now, I'm going to talk about this here in just a second. Before we get started, though, if you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to do me a favor and smash the like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. But for now, let's talk about the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens. I believe their Super window is close to being shut, but I don't think it's shut just yet. Because the Ravens are still one of the better teams in the AFC. They still have Lamar Jackson. They still got Derrick Henry. They still got Mark Andrews, which he'll learn from that mistake. They still got Zay Flowers, and they still got a good team. Now, of course, we know that the opponents have been released for each team, but not the specific schedule. So I'm looking at some of the opponents that they have to face this year. So they got to go not only face their division rivals. For the home games they have the New England Patriots. That one should be very easy. The New York Jets. That one should be a piece of cake. The Houston Texans, which that will be very interesting. See if they can actually allow them to only 2 points or fewer this time. But then they got also the Bears, the Lions, and the Rams, which that overtime game between the Ravens and Rams a few years ago was really good. I like that one. But then you got a few road games that are very, very tricky. You got to go on the road to Buffalo, to Miami, to Kansas City, to Green Bay, the frozen tundra, and Minnesota. If we know one thing, that Minnesota is not going to go anywhere. I do believe they're going to be a scary team next year. I believe it might be J.J. McCarthy that's starting out. But if we look at some of those games, I could look at a few and say that those are statement games for the Ravens. Those ones are the Texans, Lions, Buffalo Bills, Chiefs, Packers, Vikings. That's it. The Rams, I'm not so sure about. I'm still not certain on the Rams because they can't appear to be good teams, especially ones that run 50-yard touchdowns, two in each of their games. Of course, talking about their game against Philadelphia Eagles. But the Ravens, they got a very good schedule. I think they got a very favorable schedule. I could see wins right now against Cleveland twice. I could see a win against the Patriots, the Jets, the Bears, and then also along with the Dolphins and the Rams right now. Those are the ones I can see at the moment. Of course, those other ones like Kansas City and Buffalo are going to be very close ones, especially since Mahomes is the ultimate man of the AFC. Because if Lamar Jackson is going to have any chance to win a championship, he's got to go into Kansas City and beat them. And it might be different from the regular season, but if he has to go on the road in the playoffs to face Kansas City, he's got to finish that job because we know Kansas City's not going to give up without a fight. Of course, they're playing for a three-peat right now. But the Ravens, I believe, are still a really good football team. They're still a really good contender. I still have one as one of the better teams in the AFC, and they've only had two losses against the NFC, which were two both by NFC East opponents, which were by the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Philadelphia Eagles, of course, came last year, but that's another story for another day. The Ravens, I still believe, are a really good team in the AFC. I'm hoping Lamar gets the job done if he can finally get that Super Bowl ring he's been wanting for a few years. And maybe, just maybe, the Ravens can make it all the way next year. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you guys think the Ravens Super Bowl window is closed? Let me know why or why not down in the comment section below. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to do me a favor and smash that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. But until next time, I'll see you all in the next one. Ciao for now.